from Fox 39 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 9 starts now.
Happening right now at 9, Meridian Road now back open after a fiery, deadly crash. The evidence left at that scene as investigators determine what went wrong.
It was needed that somebody came in, was not going to cut corners or cut deals.
It's the end of the road for Winnebago County Chairman Frank Haney, the way he wants to be remembered after officially stepping down next month. USA! 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 President Trump refusing to step down. The rally cries this weekend, and the reason Joe Biden getting that team together as we speak. Well, we hope you're having a great start to your Saturday. I'm Whitney Martin in for Alexis tonight. Let's get right to it. A busy start to the weekend for our first responders tonight. Investigators trying to figure out what caused a fiery head-on crash, killing one person, hurting another. Now, this happened just before 6 this morning on Meridian Road north of Kilburn. You can see that there on the map. One of the vehicles engulfed in flames. One person inside that car dying at the scene. You can see some of the burn marks left behind from that fire, the road, the grass. Now we are still waiting for the victim to be identified. The man driving that other vehicle taken to a hospital, he's expected to be okay. Well, meantime, we are still waiting on the identities of the man and woman killed while walking across a busy McChesney Park Road. Investigators say that the man and the woman struck by a car driving north on 251. They died on the scene. No word if that driver stayed. We're still waiting to speak with investigators. They're looking into all of this morning. One person in jail tonight after investigators say that suspect pretended to be a police officer before breaking into a home. This all went down Thursday on South Porter Avenue in the town of Beloit. The victim telling investigators someone was knocking at that door, claiming to be an officer. Police ending up finding several suspects inside the garage. As of right now, no one was caught, just one person, suspect facing charges including burglary and receiving stolen property. Well, we've been keeping an eye on this for you. Coronavirus cases remaining on the rise in the state line, with more than 11,000 new cases reported in Illinois in just the last 24 hours. 166 deaths. Now, there's a delay in this reporting, so more than 60 of those deaths coming from Friday. Latest numbers showing, though, over 5,400 people across the state hospitalized with COVID-19, more than 1,000 right now in the ICU, and it appears another lockdown could be on the way. Well, Winnebago County Chairman Frank Haney just declaring the COVID crisis a disaster. He's now asking for help from the state. Meantime, he's also preparing to leave his post after deciding not to run for re-election. Our Ari Bruckman explains how he likes to be remembered.
I ran as an outside person to offer a different alternative to the status quo.
Frank Haney has been the chairman of the Winnebago County Board for the last 4 years. He's not a career politician. Haney hopes his run inspires others to step up if they see a problem in the community.
That a kid who grew up in this community said, hey, I don't like the direction or the way business is being done. I'm going to offer an alternative.
Those alternatives led to some success.
We did get recognized by Transform Illinois in October of 2018 for the Transform Illinois Reformer Award.
But arguably, Haney's time as chairman will be remembered for his contentious relationship with the board itself, which took several steps to limit his office's power. Still, Haney believes that his term in office was a successful one.
When we look back at this 4-year period, as tumultuous as it was, as ugly as it was needed that somebody came in, was not going to cut corners or cut deals in a manner that was going to undermine good government in Winnebago County.
In Rockford, for your home team, I'm Ari Bruckman.
Now, Haney going to be replaced by Rockford's current 14th Ward Alderman and Republican Joe Shirelli. He beat out Winnebago County Board member Bert Garrell in the November 3rd election. Shirelli going to be sworn in as Winnebago County Chairman. That'll be on December 7th. Well, looking ahead right now, some are calling it a new proposed scholarship program unfair. We've been telling you about this. Now Rockford City Council trying to figure out what's next. So this is a partnership between RPS 205 and Northern Illinois University. It would allow some Rockford High School graduates to attend NIU tuition-free. Well, Rockford Christian administrators speaking out, telling us that scholarship program overlooks private school students Even though the proposal is on the city council agenda, it's not for sure they'll vote on it. Decision, though, will be made. You're going to hear about it right here on Fox 39 as well as over on WTVO. Well, how about this? Speaking of money, your fines, paying them with a can of soup. That's what's happening in Beloit right now. It's called Food for Fines. Library customers, they get $1 off of your fines, up to $10, if you bring in a non-perishable food item. So all of this is going to the Salvation Army. They want canned vegetables, soup, cereals, pudding. These have to be unopened. You can't damage them at all, so you can't have expired foods. But the Food for Fines actually starts Monday, goes through November 28th. Well, more than 80 families now have a Thanksgiving meal, all thanks to a local school district. Take a look at this. This bus right here outside of Rockton Grade School, packed with food. Rockton School District collecting donations for the Old Stone Church Food Pantry. It's in downtown Rockton. Volunteers taking items from people's vehicles as they drove up.
Families are always in need, especially right now. We have Thanksgiving right around the corner is going to be Christmas, so anything we can give right now, our community is stepping up in a really big way right now.
Yeah, everything in there too, mashed potatoes, stuffing, corn, a lot of turkeys, all of that being donated. Well, if you're maybe not feeling Thanksgiving, you're waiting for Christmas, you can get into the holiday spirit while still doing some social distancing. Take a look at Christmas Town at Summerfield Zoo in Belvedere. This is the third year for the holiday themed event, so officially opened Friday. A little different though with the pandemics. You can take your photos with Santa. It's socially distant. You can also watch the baby reindeer flight school.
Hopefully this is a really bright spot in the year because it's not everywhere you get to go see Santa Claus, who's also here with his entire sleigh team. And you get to visit with all those, and you get to see the little kids, the older kids. They all get super excited when they see Santa's reindeer.
Yeah, I can't wait to go. I don't have the tree just up yet, but I know a lot of you do. Now, there's a limited number of tickets for Christmas Town, so we just, they're reminding us you want to do it online. There's a link to it. We put it on our website. Some COVID rules, you know the drill. It's all there right now. Well, President Trump supporters descending on Washington, D.C. to protest the results of the election, many falsely claiming it was stolen from the president. President Trump yet to concede, which is now delaying the peaceful transfer of power to President-elect Joe Biden. Eyewitness News keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
1 week after Joe Biden won the presidential election, thousands of President Trump's supporters gathered in Washington, D.C. President's motorcade driving down Pennsylvania Avenue as he smiled and waved to the crowd. After being declared as the winner in Georgia and Arizona yesterday, Biden now projected to have 306 electoral votes. But President Trump, who spent the day golfing, is still refusing to concede, delaying the transition resources to Biden. Only 4 Senate Republicans have acknowledged Biden as the president-elect. Biden, still unable to coordinate with the White House Coronavirus Task Force or multiple other agencies, has named his chief of staff, Ron Klain, and is pushing forward with his own task force on the pandemic. During a bike ride in Delaware Saturday, he indicated there may soon be a decision on his cabinet.
Are you any closer to making a cabinet decision?
Yes.
Many of President Trump's supporters falsely claiming the election was stolen from the president.
We believe that we won and we're going to prove it.
But the administration's own Department of Homeland Security determined the November 3rd election was the most secure in American history. There is no evidence that any voting system deleted or lost votes, changed votes, or was in any way compromised. The pro-Trump marchers were met with some counter-protesters, as well as this man, who didn't vote for either Trump or Biden.
I'm out here showing support for the policies I agreed with him on, and at the same time telling everybody out here it's over. He needs to concede. Don't be a sore loser.
Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, has taken over the Trump campaign's election lawsuits. So far, judges in Michigan and Pennsylvania have dismissed the campaign's cases on voter fraud for lack of credible evidence.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Doom.
We're going to start with a live look over downtown Beloit using emergency alpha sky track, where there's seeing some light showers right now. You can see the wet pavement there on the left of your screen. And it's also pretty chilly out there, although despite the sun going down, we're actually warming up. We see temperatures right now. We're in the upper 40s, even hitting the lower 50s in a few spots. Now, this is the warmest that we have been all day. We're at 49 degrees right now in Rockford, 47 in Rochelle, 51 in Sterling, and 50 out in Savannah. Some strong winds, though, are making it feel a little bit cooler. Wind chill down to 43 degrees here in Rockford, for instance. But the reason that we continue to warm here, despite being after sundown, are some strong winds coming out of the south. Now, these are sustained wind speeds north of 20 miles an hour in several spots, including in Freeport and Rochelle. Galena, Rockford here, we're seeing 17-mile-an-hour sustained winds coming out of the south, bringing some warmer air here into the state line, which is allowing our temperatures to warm up. Now, wind gusts are well north of 20 miles an hour, pretty much across the entire state line, even north of 30 miles an hour in a few areas. Now, these winds are really going to pick up here through the night and into tomorrow, and this means a wind advisory has been issued. Now, this goes into effect at midnight tonight for those on the Illinois side of the state line, and it's in effect until 6 o'clock tomorrow evening for those of you in Wisconsin. This actually goes into effect tomorrow at 6 o'clock a.m. and expires at 9 o'clock p.m. Now, let's time out these wind gusts for you and see what we're dealing with tomorrow. These wind gusts will continue to pick up here even through the night, even though normally they sort of calm down through the night. They're going to continue to strengthen through the overnight hours, getting to near 40 miles an hour by the middle of the night, in excess of 40 miles an hour by early tomorrow morning. By mid-morning or so, that's actually when we're expecting to see the strongest wind gusts, when they could be north of 50 miles an hour. And then we're going to hang on to near 50-mile-an-hour gusts for a few hours following that. And then by the evening, conditions should be calming down a little bit, gusts dropping back down to around 30 miles an hour. So it's definitely going to be a very breezy day tomorrow. Now, looking at our recent satellite and radar, we actually lucked out with the rain quite a bit today. Not nearly as widespread. A lot of the rain actually missed us down to the south, but we're still seeing some scattered showers throughout the state line, some cloudy skies overhead, and a few more showers are still building on the back end of the system, actually seeing some fairly strong thunderstorms now moving through parts of southern Iowa and Missouri. We're not really expecting any strong thunderstorms. Maybe going to hear a few flashes of thunder, maybe see a little bit of lightning overnight tonight. Nothing too strong, however. But as the system continues to move through the state line, continues to bring us some scattered showers into early tomorrow morning, as temperatures will start to cool down, we may actually see some of this rain transition into a little bit of wintry mix. So let's look at our FUTURECAST, kind of time this out for you. A chance for scattered showers in the last here and there through the rest of the day. By early tomorrow morning is when we could start to see some of this rain transition into a little bit of snowfall that could possibly last as late as the mid to late morning or so. I'm thinking we're going to see a little bit more snow coverage than what this particular computer model is suggesting. And then following the morning, we're going to see some gradual clearing in our cloud cover, so we should hopefully see a good amount of sunshine before sundown tomorrow. Clouds will continue to clear out through the night, so we're going to see mostly clear skies overnight with tomorrow and Monday, which will lead to a mostly sunny Monday before a few more clouds roll in by the afternoon and evening on Monday. Now, tonight, temperatures will drop into the upper 30s. Actually, this is going to be a very late low. We're going to see this actually occur early tomorrow morning, around 7 or 8 o'clock is when our temperatures will dip down to the upper 30s. Now, we are hoping to get into the lower 40s tomorrow, but that's about the best-case scenario. Wouldn't be surprised if most of the area stays in the 30s throughout the day, and temperatures will continue to cool throughout the latter half of the day. Wind chills with these gusty winds will likely stay in the 20s for most, if not all, of tomorrow. Temperatures will slowly recover, getting back into the upper 40s for Monday, eventually reaching 50s by the latter half of the week. A little bit cooler for our weekend than we would like, but still on the north end of 50 degrees.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Leber.
Lost in the drama of Tiger Woods' Masters win last year was a strong second-place showing by Dustin Johnson. He finished only one stroke behind Tiger. This year, Johnson is clearly the man to beat. We'll start with Tiger, who hits a chip shot here. He struggled with his putting, though, in today's third round. He matched par, leaving him 500, but he's 7 strokes off the pace. And that pace is being set by Johnson. He had a bogey-free third round. Here it's a great approach on the second hole. That set him up for an eagle. And check out this putt on the fourth hole for birdie. He'll run that in as Johnson shot a 65 for the second time in this tournament. He's 16 under par, and he has tied the 54-hole record for the lowest score in Masters history. Johnson is sitting pretty with a 4-stroke lead going into tomorrow's final round.
The game's in really good form right now. Very similar to what it was, back in 17. It's just very consistent. I feel like I got a lot of control of what I'm doing. Control my distance well, my flight, my shape. So, I'm very comfortable standing over the golf ball right now.
It had been over a year since the Fighting Illini football team won a game. They had a shot at one today at Rutgers. The Illini defense played a big part in this one, picking off Nolan Vedrell 3 times. Nate Hobbs gets this pick and makes the return to midfield. Redshirt freshman quarterback Isaiah Williams came up big, rushing for a school record 192 yards. He also made this key completion to Casey Washington with only 7 seconds to play. The game was tied at 20. James McCourt had missed 2 field goal attempts earlier, but he did not miss this one. It's good from 47 yards, and the Illini beat Rutgers 23-20. That snaps a 6-game losing streak going back to last November.
You know, we're down by 10 on the road today. A lot of things were going against us, but the guys just kept fighting and just refused to lose. And so we've been in that position before again.
But I wrote in my notebook earlier this week that I felt a game winner was going to come this week for some reason. And my mom even texted me early in the week, so I have a good feeling about this week. And, yeah, you know, I held on to that belief.
Also in the Big Ten, 10th-ranked Indiana shut out Michigan State 24-0. Nebraska defeated Penn State 30-23. The Nittany Lions are 0-4, and Northwestern stays undefeated at 4-0. The Wildcats won at Purdue 27-20. Second-ranked Notre Dame was trying to avoid a letdown after its big win over Clemson last week. The Irish were at Boston College. Ian Book had another big afternoon. He fires one high. The Ben Skowronek leaps and grabs for a touchdown early, and that tied the game at 10. Notre Dame threatening again. Book scrambles and again finds Skowronek for a touchdown, and the Fighting Irish led 23-13. Book again finding Skowronek for a TD as Notre Dame led 31-16 at halftime. Notre Dame won 45-31. Book also had a touchdown run to go with his 3 touchdown passes. David Montgomery has been ruled out for the Bears Monday night when they play the Vikings. He is still dealing with a concussion. Matt Nagy says Lamar Miller might be activated from the practice squad. Nagy also says Cody Whitehair might be able to return to the lineup on Monday. Tomorrow, Rockford native James Robinson will try to do some damage running the ball against the Packers. Robinson is the NFL's 6th leading rusher. The Packers have a lot of respect for the young man.
He does a good job running behind his pass, too. He's a tough guy to tackle. You know, he's a really good player, and I know that, you know, they're happy about him up there.
Good back, you know, good downhill, makes good cuts, and he's been playing well early. So, you know, it's somebody we have to wrap up and tackle.
Well, we hope everyone's having a great start to their weekend. Thanks for staying up late with us. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.